Hey everybody, what's going on? Dr. Chad Woolner here.
I'm Dr. Buddy Allen.
And this is episode 35 of the Health Fundamentals Podcast. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about a new secret to detoxing your brain. So let's get started. You're listening to the Health Fundamentals Podcast. I'm Dr. Chad Woolner.
And I'm Dr. Buddy Allen. And this show is about giving you the simple but powerful cutting-edge tools you need to change your health and your life.
So sit back and enjoy the show as we show you the path to your best life down to a science. So hey everybody, on today's episode, we're going to be talking about a new secret, quote unquote, to detoxing your brain. The fact of the matter is, what's new about this isn't what it is, but there's actually new research
on what it does.
On what it does,
yeah.
Right? And so the last thing in the world we want is for this to be clickbaity or feel like it's clickbait. But,
Sure.
but the truth is that there's a new study and there's new research that's coming out that's showing something pretty powerful. There was an article on U.S. News that said deep sleep may rinse day's toxins from the brain. And so there was research done at Boston University, Dr. Laura Lewis, and what they basically said was researchers found that during deep sleep, slow wave activity of nerve cells appears to make room for cerebral spinal fluid to rhythmically move in and out of the brain, a process believed to rinse out metabolic waste products. Isn't that crazy?
It's awesome.
That's cool. So basically, yet again, another piece of evidence supporting sleep's therapeutic benefits on our overall health and well-being. This time specifically showing what it can do powerfully for our brain. And so, I don't know about you, but for me, it was probably in the first 5 years of practice where I started to really see firsthand in a clinical setting, just how powerful and how overlooked sleep is in the overall healing process. We as chiropractors, we see a lot of neck and back pain cases, and I started to see what I refer to as the ugly triad, where I would find kind of three things very intimately connected together for bad, and it was pain. It was typically neck pain, back pain, shoulder pain, other similar types of pain, bad pain. Sleep problems and mental health problems, anxiety, depression, etc., etc., etc. Those three things kind of go hand in hand and almost in this very negative
vicious circle,
circle, triangle, whatever you want to call it. But the idea of never downplaying the therapeutic benefits of sleep, that's easier said than done a lot of times for people who are in pain, because oftentimes pain can prevent them from getting the rest that their body needs. But figuring out strategies to help assist people to get rest can be sleep in and of itself, if people can achieve deep therapeutic sleep, can play such a powerful role in just the body's ability to be able to heal and recover. And here the research is showing us this is exactly the case when it comes to brain health as well.
I kind of picture the brain pulsating in your head when you said it. It allows the fluid to kind of rinse things out,
right?
And I suppose it probably does with the beat of your heart or what have you. But yeah, the relaxing rhythms of the deep sleep just kind of help just flush everything out. And there's a lot of studies on deep REM sleep and how it helps with memory. It helps with better energy. It helps with recovery from all types of sicknesses or stresses on your body. So
sure,
obviously, just helps you respond better to all the stresses of life.
Right.
So in fact, if you think about it, if you don't get restful sleep, it's like, generally, if you're tired, you're going to be grumpier. You're going to have a shorter fuse. You're going to fly off the hand. It's like if you yell at your kids, it's usually because I've noticed, like, if I get snippy with my kids, it's usually because I'm real tired. Like I just don't have the energy to put up with it. So I snap out. And so it's like, man, it again, it's one of those things that it makes sense that would do it, but now they actually have science that shows it.
Yeah, well, and that mechanism is just kind of crazy. They talk about one of the harmful waste products that they talked about is beta amyloid. And that's a big topic, because when we talk about things like dementia, that's a common kind of byproduct or a buildup that they see.
Alzheimer's, the plaquing.
Yeah, exactly. The plaquing that occurs. And it's interesting because this is like brand new. This is published today, November 1st in issue of Science is where they published it. And it's interesting because Laura Lewis goes on to say that these findings do not prove that deep sleep helps ward off dementia or other diseases. And I understand in terms of they want to be cautious about the implications
of claims
that they're made. But at the same token, it's like, you know what? Here's the deal. Good rest and good sleep hygiene and getting that deep rest certainly not going to make it any worse. So I think I think the logical thing to say is that this should be included as part of an overall strategy for brain health.
Well, they've done studies, and they've done loads of studies where they deprive people of sleep.
Oh, yeah.
And it makes people insane.
Well, not only that, but they also they've done sleep deprivation studies where they show dramatic increases in inflammatory markers throughout the body. They've done studies where they show that your body increases something known as substance P, which is a pain mediator. It increases your body's, basically what it does is it lowers your body's pain threshold, so you're more sensitive to pain. And so it's just understand, that we don't need to tiptoe around this intervention here. We can be really quite clear and pretty definitive to say that sleep can help your body in just about any way. That anything you're struggling with, sleep can certainly help with.
Well, and we've done earlier episodes where we talk specifically about sleep. If you haven't listened to it, do.
Yeah.
Sleep it can be a trick for plenty of individuals who suffer from sleep deprivation because of work schedules, because of insomnia or other issues. There are ways to help reprogram your sleep patterns.
Yes.
And so learn how to do so. If you're struggling with it, and there's things like sleep apnea, you name it. There's reasons why our sleep can be interrupted. And if you do have issues with it, work on getting that figured out, because it really will impact your long-term health.
Yeah. Have you had personal experiences dealing with patients where you've seen indirect or direct benefits from chiropractic adjustments helping them improve their sleeping better?
Yeah, because you decrease pain.
Right. But even other than that, I mean, obviously that's a very logical one too, right? But just in terms of that, logic tells me that improving one's mechanical function is going to improve the body's ability to be able to get into a deeper state of relaxation and then therefore help in terms of sleep.
Yeah, whatever the mechanism is. Sorry.
That's all right.
Whether it be from, just neurologically relaxing your body or decreasing pain, whatever it is, it definitely makes a difference.
Yeah. So powerful new study. And the way that it goes about it is pretty, so many studies like this to me just really remind us what a powerful thing our bodies are and are capable of, that they are truly designed when we allow them to do the things that they're normally meant to do. If we get out of our own way, they can do some pretty powerful things that they're normally just programmed to be able to do. And stuff like this is always powerful too, because it just shows us and reminds us that we're learning new stuff all the time, that we don't have everything figured out.
Sure.
There's still so much that we don't know about something as fundamental as sleep. And so just look at this in terms of your own life. If you're looking for ways to kind of quote unquote detox your brain, if you feel like you're overworked, overstressed, maybe you feel like you need to take a little bit of a break from social media and or other things that are just kind of firing at you at all times. Maybe look at sleep as a very useful and effective therapeutic tool for doing that. And now the research again supports that that it can, the headline of the article said that it can rinse, quote unquote, the day's toxins from the brain. So don't underestimate the power of a good night's sleep. don't. It's a powerful, powerful tool. It's the way our body was normally designed to be able to rest and restore. So utilize that. It's available to all of us. So we can use that as a tool for helping us with our health. So thanks for listening, and hope this has been useful, and we look forward to sharing more with you guys on the next episode. Talk to you later. Thanks for listening to the Health Fundamentals Podcast. Be sure to subscribe so that you stay in the loop and in the know with all of the cutting-edge health information that we share. If you know other people that could benefit from this information, please share it with them as well. Also, be sure to give us a review. These really help us to ultimately help more people. Last but not least, if you have questions that you want answered live on the show, or if you have ideas for topics that you would like us to cover, please shoot us an email and let us know at info@thehealthfundamentals.com.